we use AI in here every single day. Now, whether that to be to generate content, for some messaging that's going out, or it might be to help us shortcut to find a complex formula or equation that we need, or a search query, and literally we can just write in plain English into one of the AI models, and it will give us an answer. Not always correct, right? But it accelerates that time to delivering value for our customers.
I understand the kind of fear and confusion around it. It's not something that I know a great deal about. I would say day to day, I will use it for certain things to just speed things up for me. My position, my stage in my career, I try not to use it too much because I'm very much still learning, and it could easily become a huge crutch.
We work with a platform called Salesforce, which is really every year it seems to be pushing a new thing, and this year it is all about AI and releasing its new customer service chatbots called Agentforce that people can work in. And some of the development work that we do, they're starting to release tools whereby you can prompt and it will build the thing for you. But what I'm aware of in my role, constantly talking back and forth with our clients, is how far removed our clients are from being able to give vaguely useful prompts. I think the AI for the foreseeable future is only going to make my life easier in developing things without doing too much to remove the need for a developer.
Being an SQL developer, the sort of complexity that in the SQL that I write for my role, quite frankly, AI just isn't really capable of formulating really good sort of production quality code. It's very good for checking something like a syntax error or something along the lines of that, but for now it's more of a tool. It's not capable at the moment of taking over my job. Definitely not, because it's when you get yourself into a software developing role, you'll quite quickly find that the complexity of some of the things that you have to do, AI just isn't capable of right now. So it's definitely more of a tool.
I would say when it comes to AI, initially, I thought this is a huge threat. There's going to be massive layoffs, but now I see it more of a tool. It's just going to speed things up. It's going to perhaps create more of a need for more developers, if anything. So yeah, I definitely see it as a positive at the moment, rather than some reason not to do the Northcoders course and forget about tech.
The important thing is fundamentally it's going to need people with that core background and those core skills that have learned the fundamentals, for example, Northcoders, to understand what's going on. If the model's going to pump out a solution and it's not quite right, to be able to read that. And the power of getting it right with AI is all in the prompt. So if you've got the fundamental knowledge of how things are built and how code works, and you can read through whatever the AI gives you, the skills then to refine the prompt to optimize that piece of code or the workflow that comes back out to make sure it's fit for purpose. And it's got to be scalable as well and safe to deploy. When you're deploying this sort of stuff as well, you've got to be aware of the consequences. If you're deploying a workflow solution into an existing system, what are the consequences downstream of that, right? So AI won't have all those answers because it won't know what that back-end system is.
I definitely use AI myself. Sometimes it's difficult to understand what to do, and I'm asking. The other thing, what I'm observing is AI could not spot some bug between the programs that are interacting with each other. So you cannot just feed your repository to AI and say, okay, find the problem. Debugging takes a lot of time, and I haven't seen AI good enough to debug different programs. So I think that developers are still better understanding relationship between code. When we are talking about complicated logic that it's spread between files, I think we will still need a lot of low-level code and even even JavaScript, I don't think that will go away anywhere.
My 11-year-old son said to me, "Dad, I think I know what I want to do when I grow up. I want to be an airline pilot." I'm like, okay. I said, but you might want to think about that again, because there might not be any airline pilots by the time that you graduate. They all might be, flown by AI. From what I understand, if you get the AI models right and the processing powers of them far greater than a human in terms of making the right decisions at the right time, being able to look at all of those metrics and look at a pilot with all those dials in front of him on an airplane, having to just check everything to make sure the plane is in tip-top state to get to its destination in the right manner. But in a pilot's job, actually at the moment, is all about mitigation. It's all about what if. So planes are easy to fly, but what if I lose an engine? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Well, the AI will be processing all that much faster, much more accurately, be able to take on a lot more data to make better informed decisions. So that's coming. So go and be a Northcoder and don't go and be an airline pilot.